1, 2, 3, 4. Presidents. George crossed the river, and John really like liquor. Thomas got Minnesota, and James was after Dakota. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Monroe had a big nose, and Quincy had 10 toes. Andrew was a hero, and Martin was a zero. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Now hold on, let's speed through. William Henry Harrison, John Tyler Bolt, those are just three, so listen up folks. Zach Taylor, Mills, Fillmore, Franklin Pierce. Now hold on, let's consult with our peers. James Buchanan, Abe Lincoln, he freed the slaves. Andrew Johnson, Ulysses, Rutherford B. Hayes. Stare into my soul and be put in a daze. Garfield, Arthur, Grover, Cleveland. Grover's a heathen. Harrison, McKinley, Roosevelt. Teddy Bears made a Roosevelt. Taft in a bath. Wilson drinking draft. Warren G. Harding, he hardly did nothing. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Calvin, Hoover, another Roosevelt. Too many I could hardly count. Harry Truman, Eisenhower. Dwight had a lot of power. Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon,
Ford.
These are the consecutive
Ford.
Carter, Reagan, now last six. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Bushy was a great man, that's true. Clinton looked so sad. What did he do? Bushy number 2 was a W. Obama, my lord, Obama, my savior. His wife flew in school hundreds on behalf of our behavior. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Trump, Biden, these are the rules I do not abide in. Trump, Biden, Trump again. Trump is not a good friend. The end. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence. Presidents, I know my presidents. Presidents, they live in residence.